Hello there,
I'm Robert.
and I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and we are trudging forward. Last week, not really a hit, but that's what happens with Doctor Who. There's always a series that ends up having some downers. So let's hope for something fun, something creative, something new. In this next episode, it's probably going to be a while before we hit any of the wraparound storytelling that was in the first couple episodes. So they got to build something up in this universe, or at least in this series of Doctor Who, that isn't so reliant on past stories. Let's get something fresh into this series.
Yeah, season episode 1 and 2 I really enjoyed. I thought that they were going back to form of what Doctor Who is. And then in the third episode, it was kind of a bore. I still really love Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. I think that she's doing a phenomenal job. I think that she does take the essence of the Doctor and brings her own take on it. It's just that the stories around her aren't really on her level.
Phenomenal is a pretty strong word. I'd say she's doing all right. There's others out there that have done phenomenal. So let's take a look at episode 4 of series 12 of Doctor Who now. Like the title.
Terra.
Sounds a little campy. That's what's cool about it.
Shall we begin? Observe, ladies and gentlemen.
This magic.
The small investment of $50,000.
$50,000? Poppycock. They're even more far-fetched than those Mars stories that we've all been hearing about.
Did in fact receive a feeble electrical signal, and I calculate it comes from Mars. But
no.
That's not the focus of this project.
Miss Garrett?
This is where the terror comes.
Floating ball.
What is it?
There she is. Yes!
Hi, I don't suppose you've seen anything weird around here. I'll take that as a yes. I never join you. Run!
Run!
Someone with...
You got a hooded figure, too.
Yeah.
Probably that damn Thomas Edison.
Speed straight to New York.
I'm Nikola Tesla.
I knew you looked familiar. It's only Nikola Tesla.
Who? Nicholas Summon?
Total genius.
Tesla,
I always
yo.
wanted to meet you.
Oh,
Let's stick together.
The Emperor.
Yeah. Who is it?
Hell of a
Whatever was
Sith
firing
mustache.
It wasn't silent.
If anyone can make sense of this, it's him.
Well, you've got the Doctor there.
But you got Tesla, too.
Yes.
Join forces.
We're not letting you out of our sights. So where's this lab then?
Their opinions do not affect me.
But they do.
Tesla's lab. This is going to be something special.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Little
I
underworld.
was expecting more.
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a look about.
And what did he invent?
Well, he invented the whatchamacallit? Tell him, Doc.
I believe you wanted to see this.
Where was he hiding it?
This is what you found
In
in
his
the generator.
pocket.
Uh-huh, that's why he had to
Giving
step
off
out of the
all
room.
that energy, but why? It's an orb of Thassa, but I've no idea what it's doing here.
His energy readings are off the charts.
Is it your own design?
I made it, mainly out of spoons.
You're an inventor.
I have
Yeah.
my moments.
You know, when you have an idea and to make it real, I don't think there's any greater thrill.
I couldn't agree more.
Mr. Morgan is the investor. With his help,
No help.
Or broke.
he's pulling the funding.
What?
Who's that?
Paparazzi.
Harold Green, one of Edison's men. As in
Yeah.
Thomas Edison.
Don't be daft. How's Edison's men gonna get their hands on a Slimurian laser plaster?
Silurian. Let's go and find out. Stay here.
Want to make an appointment? Speak to my secretary.
Alien weapons.
You don't recognize this?
Let's take this inside.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And he's plastered his name all over the shop. Talk about tooting your own horn.
I have never seen any...
He's from old school
Ma'am.
Who, too.
Yeah.
I may keep an eye on my rivals, but I do not steal.
And you, being the upstanding businessman, paid every last cent, I presume.
Man just didn't understand the American sense of humor.
Goosh.
That's what I propose with Warden Cliff, all of human knowledge shared freely.
Now that sounds like the future.
It is the
It will
future.
change the world.
Damn.
Oh,
All right.
snap. Oh,
Something's wrong.
so
I
close.
should say.
Where's your zinc?
Zinc, have you lost your damn Oh,
Finally thinking like a scientist.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's pulsing, like a siren or radar.
I've been working on a similar theory myself. I call it my exploring ray.
anyway, the orb isn't emitting distinct sound.
Man had the vision.
Or scanning.
Electrical scorpion. Damn.
They can look like anyone, so don't let anyone
See,
in.
those aliens are
Tell
creepy.
Tessa, Tell Dorothy, lock every door.
Oh no!
Oh
Dang!
no! Well, at least Yaz is there with him, so
Right.
he's got somebody.
Lightning scorpions.
Welcome,
Dang!
On you pop.
Crackling mortals, off you pop.
Is it a single machine or...
So get those dollar signs out of your eyes, because this little lot ain't for sale.
Now there's a country who's never understood business.
Of course.
Something, Doc?
Capitalistic son of a bitch.
Yes.
You mean it's a bugging device? Thought so. Moment I saw it.
Repurposed from its original intent.
I love Graham.
Uh-huh.
It's been scanned. Don't take your eyes off him, and don't let him touch anything.
Yeah, he's snooping.
We're on Long Island. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, keep it yourself, or people will say you're as crazy as Tesla.
That, my friend, will never happen.
And men like you don't pay a bloke that much attention unless you think there's a payout coming.
Yep.
I found it.
Blue collar worker knows.
You will prepare us for battle.
No, I won't.
Galaxies on Earth, you are nothing. Kill the stowaway.
No!
Oh no! Come on!
Braxian back to transport me, Yaz, and Tesla back here. Which, you know, I'm not worried about. Definitely. And you shouldn't be worried about it either. Not in the least.
This is
Kind of reminds me of the bracelet in Stargate when they teleport.
She's my assistant. I need her. This one is
Thieves.
clever. She will assist Tesla.
Stolen tech.
We require an engineer. I was talking.
You weren't.
We required an engineer.
Good job.
Tesla. He discovered our signal. He signaled back.
I didn't know it worked.
Seriously?
That's true.
Do you think Tesla's clever? We make him look like the village idiot. Smart. Forward-thinking scorpion queen like yourself. What this is?
It's a camera.
Bingo.
There you go. He's gonna get to see it.
Go inside! Go inside! Go inside! I love it when you get like a famous like character such as like Tesla or Edison and you bring him into the Doctor Who world.
The internal dimensions transcends the external.
Spot on.
Give us Tesla, or the planet and all who live on it shall die.
You do realise it's killing Edison that they want you and not him.
A world wireless system.
Wi-Fi.
That's Wi-Fi. Did Tesla have the idea for Wi-Fi?
Yes! High five.
What does that mean?
Too early.
In a pig's eye.
You and me will finish the tower.
I'll go to the
That should keep us
Winchester and
safe.
have a pint.
For now.
He's firing it up right now.
I mean, it worked.
The word. No one is safe.
At least he helped
I
in
mean, he
his
got
own
it
way.
to work, but
Mechanism. Prototype Death Ray.
Yes! Yes! Oh,
No, no. Digging the music. No!
Get away from him!
Get down, kid. Dear Lord, what is that?
Run!
yeah, you better run too, buddy.
That worked?
Here! This tunnel leads us back to Wardenclyffe.
How convenient. I like how they both got their goggles.
Shield's working then.
Well, hurry up! Come on!
Come on.
Stop watching.
They're a hive species, so So if we take out the Queen, take out all of them. Yes.
Of course.
she's still
At
with
least
a
they
lot
tell
of
us
orders
instead of
for
being like,
electricity.
they're done.
Small detail.
Don't worry, this ain't our first rodeo.
You've never been to a rodeo.
You're not helping, Ryan.
Love them together.
Yeah.
Stay out of our lab.
Oh no! She's right there.
Give her the
Have you ever seen a
teleportation
dead
device.
planet?
Yep.
And yet you still think I can be fooled by the same trick twice.
Doctor, stay back.
And what were you planning to do with this?
Nothing, I just
Transported.
wanted to
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Alright. Boom.
Come work for me again.
No.
Normal would be boring, wouldn't it?
Because technically she's the companion to Tesla.
Now
Yeah.
this all changes, right? No money, no fame. He dies penniless. A connected world, and that idea starts here with him.
That's not right.
The present is theirs. I work for the future,
There you go.
Yeah. I like that.
and the future is mine.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them about the trucks.
Elon.
Warning transmission.
Oh, the jet dude.
Do you trust me, Chris? Sometimes.
Oh, what are they doing?
I had fun. It was a good episode.
I liked it. I thought that it was a nice little touch when they bring, historical characters into the world of Doctor Who. And I also love that the fact that it's these characters like Tesla or Edison that see these inventions or see the Doctor and just kind of like marvel at it.
Right.
They don't and question it, but in a way of their curiosity of what's going on.
Right.
Whereas other people would just be like it would just kind of go over their mind,
Right.
like they would just be like, no, what is this? This is ridiculous type of thing. So I love that they have the ability to not be afraid of it and to
Right.
kind of go on. And I think that they make perfect characters in the Doctor Who universe because they are willing to, be a part of it too.
Characters that would also make great companions. It's like I would love to
That's
see an
true.
entire series of the Doctor and Tesla together going off on journeys. Same thing with Alan Cummings in the last one.
Yeah.
Him and the Doctor going together. It would have been great if he was a companion. But seeing Tesla here, I really enjoyed him. I enjoyed Tesla, and then Robert Glenister as Thomas Edison. Like, he was such a jerk. And that's cool, too, bringing back Robert Glenister from the Caves of Androzani, old school Who. So using some of the actors that were once a part of Doctor Who again.
I feel like that's the Doctor Who way because
Yeah.
they did that with Peter Capaldi, although his was on Torchwood. Oh no, he was in Doctor Who too. I'm confused.
Both, yeah, he was all
on
over.
both.
He was all over the place.
And then of course you had Karen Gillan, who was
Right.
also part of it too.
Yeah, same episode too with
Yeah.
Peter Capaldi.
Yep.
But with this one though, yeah, you get that kind of comparison between what were these ones called? I didn't even catch it. The Scorpion aliens up in the ship. I mean, you see the similarities to them and Thomas Edison, even though they didn't really bash Thomas Edison, calling him a thief and all that, but saying that you're more collecting everybody else's ideas as your own instead of coming them up yourself. And so having that kind of mirror against Edison and what they were truly going up against, which was very similar to the Rachnos, like almost it's a Scorpion version of the Rachnos. And it also kind of had a similarity to like the Sycorax, just in terms of the ship above and then having to blast it, even though Harriet Jones was all about blowing up that ship and the Doctor was all about saving it. Now the Doctor was about blasting
But
it.
for this one, if you noticed, like it blasted the ship, but then the ship
Right. That's why I was
went.
surprised. I thought they were going to blow it up. I'm like, wait, the Doctor did not like when y'all blew up the ship for the Sycorax, but it got away. So I'm like, oh, they were just trying to scare him off. Okay, that makes more sense with the Doctor. Because I was going to say, nay, Doctor, you were very much against Harriet Jones. Do you
True,
think
but
she
the
looks
Doctor
tired?
has changed over the years.
True. Yeah, but here getting the Doctor and the crew in another adventure with CG aliens, which I was okay with. I thought they looked cool. They looked scary. Scorpions in space, robotic scorpions in space. Like, that was cool. And in seeing her, even though she had very similar features to, at least when it came to the head for the Arachnos, I felt like, oh, well, why wouldn't they be a little different in the same family as the Arachnos if they're scorpions versus spiders? So yeah, like you can go to different species that are very similar. They do it in Star Wars all the time, or Star Trek, or all these different, alien species that are variants of other, like the Romulans and the Vulcans, very similar, but they are very different at the same time.
Yeah, and I liked the music in this one. There are some subtle difference, like with the action, and then of course you have that familiar music that we've seen or heard before, especially when it came to the Doctor, realizing something or just marveling in something. There is that like subtle music that happens with hers that I'm starting to pick up and recognize that's been going on through the episodes here. So I did enjoy this one. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have in store. This one is definitely a one-off story because we didn't get anything about, the Timeless Child or anything like that. So this was definitely a one-off story. So hopefully in the next couple of stories that we get, that it does kind of go back to that, because we do need to start, getting into the bigger picture of the
but they don't need to rush it. Focus in on the stories like they did for this one. I quite enjoyed this one, and I did enjoy too that we got a little bit of that real life icons of history in giving us this supernatural, this sci-fi thriller. Like those, I think, are the most fun that I have when it comes to Doctor Who.
I do. I like when they bring historical characters and bring them into the sci-fi world of Doctor Who, and then having them interact with the Doctor too, back and forth. Especially, I love the conversations that she's having with Tesla here, where he's like, "You're an inventor too." Like, of course the Doctor's an inventor. The Doctor likes to have that goes ding.
Yeah.
She makes a lot of things, the Doctor makes a lot of different things.
Right.
I mean, the TARDIS itself is just a compile of a bunch of stuff. So that was a lot of fun to kind of see them go together as one. And then, of course, being there and fighting against these creatures as well.
When the Doctor meets their match intellectually, like when David Tennant, found William Shakespeare, like it was the best connection between the two intelligence, the two icons, the two geniuses that is the Doctor and Shakespeare, or the Doctor and Tesla. Like when the Doctor and Van Gogh. When it comes to those, other out of this world thinkers mixing with the Doctor, you end up having a good time. So I think they did right by us with this episode. But guys, what did you think of it? Obviously, let us know down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, feel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Check out that Patreon. It gets you full episode watch-alongs to Doctor Who, to The Mandalorian, to Supernatural. Tons of Stranger Things on there. It's a lot of fun, guys. Thanks to everybody that joined up. And thank you so much, and as always...
Now it's time to say goodbye.
This party's over.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.